What's going on, y'all? Back with another installment of Candid Talk. It's your man, Winta Harris, and my co-host,
Shawn White.
Yeah, man. You already know how we do. You already know what we do. I'm not breaking it down. Today, what we're going to be talking about is men don't cry. AKA, real men don't have emotions.
I feel like men,
Niggas don't cry. Talking about, dog.
men aren't expected to cry or have emotions. You know
Straight
what I'm
up.
saying? Unless it's Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's the only time men are able to have emotions like that are that tangible. When it's someone that they lost close to them, or just someone that they consider like an idol. Outside of that, you told to suck it up. Your
Fact.
feelings
Move
don't
on.
really matter. It's not even all that. You know what I'm saying? And boy, this is the topic I definitely want to get into. Ooh, man, yeah.
But nah, man don't cry. What you talking about?
Yeah, at all. At all.
Man, that's the most bullshit I ever heard in my life. But I feel like that sometimes come from shit. I know I was raised by a single mother, and at the same time, she had to tell me to be strong, and that was one of the ways that I understand it now. She was trying to tell me to be more of a man, be stronger. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And you know, it may come out as men don't cry. She's like, get up, you a man.
Right.
Men don't cry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that's the fucked up part about
I'm gonna give
it.
you something to cry for, right?
Yeah, I'm
gonna give you something to cry for, yeah.
I hated
Yeah,
that.
try-
Like, I'm already hurt.
Right, it's
Like-
already there. Like,
I don't need anything else.
Sure.
But yeah, so
Sure.
that shit right there, like, I feel like it's on the other end, but yeah, that's some bullshit. Growing up, I learned a lot. Man, shit, if you don't cry, I feel like you don't really truly want something, or you're not passionate enough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Bother you like that, yeah.
Now on the vice versa, right? I feel like you a bitch if you crying all the time.
Right. Damn cancer.
Let's not get this
Right.
confused. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying
Uh-huh.
men are just be like,
Yeah,
oh
just
my
going
God,
through it, right.
problem. Because I
True.
feel innately, men, we are problem solvers, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So sometimes it could be a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's probably another reason why people think that men don't cry is because we're trying to solve the solution versus a
True.
woman that kind of wants to go through the motions. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We rather get to solve the problem, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to I don't want to go through the motions, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuck those emotions, you know what I'm saying? If we could get past emotions, we would every single time.
Yeah.
And solve that problem, you know what I'm saying?
It takes a lot. I can't even think about the last time that I really like cried like that or showed emotion. Because I just feel like men, like you said, were just raised to take that shit on the chin and like keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, I wish I was you then, cause
Yeah, you go
me, honestly, putting a business together, I ain't gonna lie, I had one moment, like, I'll share it. Fuck
okay,
it.
this man finna get personal now. Pay attention. Please pay attention. You gotta take a drink of that.
Cause
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't call myself emotional at all. You know, most people say I'm stoic, so like I'm the dude that doesn't react most of the time, but
Sure.
I'm very in tune with my emotions, I would say.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't allow them to be wasted.
Right.
If that makes sense. So I don't
does.
just give emotions to everything. I'm like, I don't react to everything because I'm like,
Right.
all right, let me just, if it's not anything I could do about it, then fuck
Right.
it. But I had a moment, like when I was just, like it felt like nothing was going right. You know, trying to put business together, and I said trying. We doing it now. That's crazy.
right.
I was
Doing it.
trying at that time.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Clients wasn't coming through with the photography. You know what I'm saying? And the comments online. It just got to a point where I'm just like, I got drunk one night, and I was just like almost cussing at God in a way, but not cussing him out.
Just
I was
the
on-
situation.
Check this out.
Okay.
So I'm like, I started laughing on, it was like some Joker, cynical kind of craziness. I was like, you trying to break me?
Right. You got me going through this for what?
What you think, I'm gonna forsake you? Do you think I'm gonna lose faith?
Man.
I was like, I see what you doing.
Yeah.
You can't break me.
Wow.
So I started crying at it at the same time. I'm laughing and crying. Like, it was one of the most craziest moments of mine, but it cleared my mind to a point where it was just like, if I'm not breaking my faith, and I have this faith,
Right.
I don't really need anything else, you know what I'm saying?
True.
But it was just that everything that I was going through, it was just like, it was just so much at that time.
That's usually how it hits you. All
yeah, so I was just, it broke me, but it opened my eyes that I wasn't breaking. Like, it was more funny to me because I was just like, it doesn't matter. Like, what can you do next?
Hysterical, sure, yeah.
So, yeah, man, fuck it. I went through the motions. You know what I'm saying? I rode the wave that time, but I had, you know, it was that drink. I ain't gonna lie. I don't drink like that. So it got me to that emotional stage where I was just like, wow, everything.
Yeah.
But now, it's just like, I'm not like I said, I'm a stoic person, so it's like it's very rare that I will get to that moment, but it's because of my passion.
Right.
When I'm passionate about something and it can't get the results that I want, it pulls emotion.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
So if I can't solve or if I feel like I'm having a hard time solving the problem, especially if you grinding and you keep fixing something, then the next thing happens. Yeah. That's how my life seemed to go. So that's why I prepare for shit ahead of time. Like I play chess now. I was playing checkers before.
Sure.
You can't play checkers with this type of life. You know what I'm saying?
Black
man, entrepreneur, businessman, create. We can't play with that. You know what I'm saying? So I still have faith in my God, but it was really, that was the moment that the most recent I said I cried in general. I was just like, it got me. Besides losing like a family member, you know what I'm saying? Because that happens that happens, you know what I'm saying? That's when he's like, oh damn, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And as we said, that's normally where it's okay, or people say it's okay for a guy to cry versus any other time where I'm just like, if you're really passionate.
Sure. I also want I asked this question to like women, but like, how is it fair for them to show emotions and cry whenever, not even during a certain time? I'm just talking about whenever they decide to be emotional, you know what I mean? But when men, not even necessarily crying, but showing a certain sense of emotion, it is shut down. But to let women tell it, I want a guy who shows emotions. I want a guy who communicates what he's going through. But when he does, it's just completely not taken into consideration or whatnot. And I don't think they necessarily mean to do it. I think they just used to it. You know what? What I've noticed, certain women who have brothers are more easy to communicate your emotions with because they can sometimes see where you're coming from.
That's a fact.
But if they grew up around just sisters or they didn't have any, you know what I'm saying, male siblings, or even close cousins or whatnot, they just completely rule it out. So I'm like, I wonder why that is.
You know what? I feel like innately, because I know women a lot of times, I've seen it with my sisters, like they control that cry shit and it can be instant. And a lot of times that cry shit for them is like it's manipulation. Yeah. So that's like one of the easiest manipulation tactics. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because as a man or anybody, you see a woman crying, you typically want to do what? Help. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever they need, sure.
Stop the crying. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with them, it's a little bit different. Cause I've seen my sister cry for anything real quick and then do stop real quick. Yeah. And then I'd be like, there's my life. And then I'd be like, come on, hit me with the bullshit. She'd be like, well, listen, this is what's
what it is.
So this is what's going on. Right. So it really, it depends at the end of the day when it comes to a woman crying. Now, I feel like there are times where, like, I think like when a woman is really crying, she doesn't even want to be seen. Like when somebody's, like, I feel like, because emotions, even for a woman, is weakness, and I think that's why they don't want to see it in their man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, especially nowadays, because women have to be so strong for some reason. Yeah. I'm not knocking it, you know what I'm saying, if you are that, but if you're sacrificing your femininity for strength, then that's not really a strong woman, in my opinion. But
I think a lot of women have become numb to a man portraying emotions because their very first boyfriend or their child's father, whoever they dealt with, showed no emotion at all. I'm talking about zero emotion. They could be crying their eyes out when it came to a relationship or whatnot, and like, all right, so you gonna get over it or not? Shit, you know what I'm saying? Or like, they could lose somebody close to him, and he was just, you know, niggas get killed every day. Be like, it is what it is.
Niggas get killed every day.
Right, every day. Like, so he never showed no emotion. So that's the standard of how they think men are, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be, not show their emotion. So when you do it, it's looking like, man, what the hell? Like, what you got going on? You know what I'm saying?
I never even thought of that part. Yeah. But no, that's a big fact, bro. True. But overall, like we said, it's here or there, but at the same time, we know men have emotions. That's all we saying. You know what I'm saying? The level of emotion is due to the guy, you know what I'm saying? Whoever you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? But fuck it. In closing, I feel like that's what I had to say. I don't know if you want to add anything on that.
I was just gonna say, One of the greatest quotes I've ever heard is the weakest man alive is a man who is not in control of his emotions. That's something that has always stuck with me. And as a matter of fact, some men who are spending the rest of their lives in prison or about to spend the rest of their lives in prison is because they showed emotion. Sometimes you got to try and differentiate when it requires emotion and when it doesn't. And if it does, how far can that level go before you make an irrational mistake? So just think. Just think. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, make sure y'all like, comment below, hit that subscribe, hit the bell because there's gonna be a lot of new content coming. It's coming, all right?
Yeah.
But this is Candid Talk. Once again, your host, Winta Harris, with the co-host,
Shawn White.
You already know. We'll be back very soon with another crazy topic. This was a crazy one for me.
It was.
But peace.